I hope you guys are enjoying the Success Multiplier Formula. This was an idea that I came up with looking at multiple time frames. I'm going to attach that training at the end of this video, but I have really been using it for a lot of success lately. And the thing I like about it, just to give you a quick rundown on what the Success Multiplier is basically it gives you an immediate number to look at and understand the weight of the direction in which the market is flowing. And when I say that, what we do with the Success Multiplier Formula is we take the half day, which is our smallest chart. That's the smallest wave in this ocean of price movement. That's a great way to look at it, a great analogy. I'm a sailor and a surfer, and I can understand that and relate to that quite well. So the smallest wave is the half-day chart. The intermediate wave is the two-day chart. So, and the long wave, of course, is the weekly chart. Those of you who've been with us, you know that. We look at those three charts at every stock or ETF that we look at to practice trade. Now, what do we do to quantify the power of those charts? Well, I start and give the number 1 to the smallest chart. That is the half day. The direction it is moving, I give a 1 to if it's moving up, if it's moving down. Now, I base that directional movement on where the STC is. And again, we have great training on how to use our charts, particularly with the new methods that we have been developing using the STC, the Schaefer trend cycle. And I would encourage you to take that training, pay attention to it, understand what it is. It is actually a combination of stochastics and the MACD. For years, we used the price percent oscillator, which is a percentage version of the MACD. Well, what's nice about the STC is it uses both stochastics and the MACD. So, getting back, we give 1 point to the smallest wave. Now, how much bigger is the two-day chart than the half-day? Well, it's 4 times bigger, right? It's 4 half days make up 2 days in the market. Remember, half day in the market's 195 minutes. The market's open typically from 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. So, what is the weekly chart? Well, that is actually a 10. Why? Because it's 5 days or 10 half days. Now, we use those numbers from each of the 3 time charts to be able to just give us a quick down and dirty number where we can see the power of the movement when we're looking at that half-day chart. How strong is that half-day movement? If it's going down, if it's a 15, or we'll say going up. If it's going up and it's gone from a 14, that means that the half-day was going in opposition to the other 2 charts, and it goes up 1 number to 15. And you learn these things as you apply it, and as you use the Success Multiplier Formula, you'll see that you have all 3 waves now going with you if you jumped into a practice trade. If you see the weekly chart roll over going down, what are the other charts doing? Is the half day going up? Is the 2-day going down with the weekly? Most of the time that's so. And again, it's important to understand those numbers as you move along. We call those numbers, again, the weight of the multiple time frames, the Success Multiplier Formula. Why? Because it multiplies your success, because you have multiple time periods working in your favor or against you. But our success is many times knowing when not to get into a bad trade or to pull out of a trade once we've made a reasonable amount of profit. Or it's going against us and we don't want to incur losses at all, or at least not any more than we have to. So understanding that is extremely important. Like I said, I'm going to put the Success Multiplier Formula training at the end of this video, but I wanted to just sort of give you a down and dirty on it and let you know how much I have been using it, how happy I am to have come up with it. It's just Again, something the good Lord blessed me with. And I came up with that knowledge, experimented. I was using minuses and pluses for things. And then all of a sudden it just hit me to keep it simple with assigning those numbers to each time period based on the strength and the size of that wave. I hope you find it helpful. I love doing this for you each and every day. If you appreciate what we do, then support us. The things you support tend to stay around. How do you support us? You go to our Patreon page. There's a link in the show notes, and you become a Patreon member at any of the 3 levels, and we have lots of great benefits for our Patreon members. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.